So just recording this quick video, giving you an update, bro. Because I've seen a lot of people saying that, oh, I try very hard, I want to be successful and all that kind of shit. But when it comes to winning, what I have learned is that no one gives a shit, right? Everyone's like, oh, I want to be a millionaire and all that kind of shit. It's a fucking Saturday and I'm conducting sales calls. And that might sound like very, to some people, some of you might be winners and some of you would be like, oh fuck, that's obvious, right? You better be. But for some of you, that might be a surprise, right? It's a Saturday and I have 8 calls lined up, and that's my entire week. Every single day, I sit here, I conduct sales calls every single day, every single week, every single weekday. Now, I do this while other people my age are partying, enjoying their lives, fucking around, doing shit that they want to do, indulging in cheap dopamine kind of things. And I'm sitting here focusing on my work so that way one day I can win. And that is like not very fun, right? Because like, you want something, I want something, I won't project that onto you, but I want something that not many people can have, right? And there's a difference in between having something and wanting something, right? Obviously. So I want something that most people can't have, and I don't have it yet, so I don't deserve that yet, right? And obviously some people would be like, oh yeah, I deserve abundance, I deserve $1 billion. Well, unless you have $1 billion, you don't deserve it, because you've done nothing to get it, right? When you have $1 billion, then you deserved it, because you already have it, right? Then you got it, right? I think there's a quote from Charlie Munger. I think it says, the world is not a crazy enough place to reward, and this is off the top of my head, right? So it's not, don't paraphrase this. The world is not a crazy enough, the universe is not a crazy enough place yet to reward a bunch of undeserving people, something like that, right? But you get the point. It's like, if I don't deserve to be a millionaire, I won't get there, right? And that's something I used to envy successful people. I used to be like, fuck, this guy has a fucking Mercedes G-Wagon. I want that. Fuck this guy, how does this guy have it and I don't? That's unfair. And then I just realized how much fucking work that guy had to do to get to that point. And when you realize what it takes to get to where you want to go, your perspective shifts. And at that point, you become like, fuck, now I get why that person has what he has. And I used to be, when I was a kid, people used to be I used to have rich friends and all of that kind of stuff, and I used to envy them. I used to be like, fuck, this guy's rich, I'm not rich, right? But it's just like, you just gotta win, because no one gives a shit at the end of the day. The world is not fair, okay? No one gives a fuck. If you're rich, if you're broke, if you tried hard today and you're tired, no one cares, man. I'm sorry to break it to you, but no one gives a fuck. The other thing is, when people hate on you, you're trying very hard, and there are two things. No one gives a fuck, and the second thing is people hate on you and telling you, bro, stop, shut the fuck up, no one gives a fuck, or stop, you should stop trying, or it's not gonna work. And I read a quote which was fucking amazing, bro. I wish I came up with that, but it was it was the best thing. I read that quote every single time I need some mental push, right? And I'm gonna read it to you. I've written it out. It goes you don't beat them. You become so big that they become irrelevant. You cast a shadow so big that no one can see them to begin with. Success is the only revenge. It's not the best revenge, it's the only one. Because everything else is petty. Everything else does show that you were thinking about these people all day long, which means they win by default. All you can do is think about your goal and winning. And when you win, that's when you become so big that they shrink into irrelevance. You cast a shadow that no one even can see them behind you. Fuck, man. Deep, right? Yeah, fuck. After reading that, you can't even be like, you're like, fuck, I'm in the zone. Fuck these people. All I'm gonna think about is my goal. And when I win, I'm gonna win so big that no one's gonna give a shit about them. That's like, dude, that's fucking powerful, right? So yeah, if you're sitting there conducting sales calls on a fucking Saturday, know that you are not alone, bro. And also know that if you keep trying and if you keep improving and you don't die, you will win unless you quit, right? Pretty fucking simple. Just keep trying and keep improving in every single try. Try hard, keep improving, try hard again with that improvement, right? And don't die. Obviously, it's like pretty straightforward. But the trying hard is like the main thing, right? That's where most people struggle. That's where most people fail, right? Because like we quit way before we find out that we cannot do anymore. Way before that. You can be, and obviously there's like this David Goggins thing where he says that you're only 40% in when you feel like you've put 100% in, you are only 40% in. That's your mind playing tricks with you, kind of thing. Because like we're all competing, right? We're all competing. I'm competing, you're competing with me. There are other people that are competing with us to win, right? Other people are competing with us to make money, to get the women that you want, to get the physique that you want. As long as you're a man, you're competing. And you gotta win, and you gotta beat the other person. It might sound like, oh, fuck, you gotta care for other people. No. If you wanna win, you win by beating the other person who's competing with you. Simple as that, man. And in my opinion, if you wanna win, you gotta try harder than the other person and be smarter than the other person to improve every single time you try. And that's how you beat people. And there's like a lot of fucking people talking shit about like, oh, you shouldn't be jealous. Envy is the killer of happiness. You shouldn't like compare yourself to other people, otherwise you kill your happiness. Fuck that, bro. Fuck. Look, if I have to tell one thing to you, and you take away one thing from this video, brother, compete with people who are above you, okay? All the growth that I have experienced in my fucking life has come from me competing with people who are higher than me and saying, this guy is a piece of shit and I deserve more than this guy and I am gonna win bigger than him. And then trying so hard and finally beating them. And then finding another person to beat. That's how you win, man. And if you get offended by shit like this and you're like, oh fuck, this is not how it works, you should like not compare yourself to other people. Well, you can go and not compete. I'm not saying that you should compete. I'm just saying that this is my opinion, this is how I did it. Right? So I want to end this video with this note. If you keep trying and if you keep improving, you will win. Just keep in mind, don't die. And secondly, if no one gives a shit about you working hard, you don't need them to give a shit about you working hard, because the only thing that matters is that the work is done. And I heard this from a mentor, the only thing that matters is the work is done. And when the work is done, the work is working on you and you are getting better. And you are the output of the work you put in. Not the people watching you, not the money you make, nothing. Just you. Because I know for myself, I went through hell in the last 1-2 years. And I learned to cold call, I learned to book appointments, I learned sales, I learned a bunch of things in that time. And now I am the result of those 1 year. So if I go broke, I can pick up my fucking phone, cold call, and then get someone on a sales call and close them and make money from that. That's something I know that I can do. So if worst comes to worst, I know that I won't go hungry because I went through hell to get these skills. When I was working before, I was not working to get the cold call session done. I was working to become good at cold calling, become good at sales, become good at persuasion, so that way I can use those skills to get to where I want to go. Okay? So that's how it works. Okay? So always keep in mind, if it feels like, oh fuck, no one gives a shit. Oh, I tried so hard, but I didn't close this sales call. Oh shit, I did so many cold calls, but I didn't book any appointments. Just keep in mind, the result of the work is you, brother. Is you, okay? You will get better, and the next time you cold call, you will book an appointment. And the next time you get better and you cold call, you will book more appointments than that, okay? You go. If you like this video, so that way the algorithm recommends you more videos like this, and subscribe so that way you can see more of my face making these videos. Also, if you want to know how to book appointments, don't worry, it's not a bitch. If you want to know how to book more appointments, this is a video where I show the exact system that we use to book 120 appointments every single month. Go and watch this video. I show the exact system step by step. All the scripts, everything is inside this. Don't worry, I'm not gonna pitch you at the end of that video too. All right, brother? See you. Bye.